So guys, are you inexperienced at baking, or maybe you've never baked before but you want to make some Valentine treats, cookies and sweets and cupcakes or something? So this particular video was made for you. I made it with you in mind. Okay. So these are no bake cupcakes. They are cupcakes, but you don't have to bake them, and I'm going to show you the trick. So today we're going to be using this muffins from the store, just regular muffins, yeah. And then I already made a video to make like some elaborate Valentine design with this, yeah. So I'm going to put the link right up here in case you want to try that. So this is the second Valentine design we're making with regular store-bought muffins. So today we're going to go converting this regular store-bought muffins to Valentine themed cupcakes. Okay, so it's so easy. All you need is just some chocolate and some color, or if you don't have coloring, the chocolate and then buy the dark one and the white one. Okay, so let's get started. So today guys, we're going to be using some white chocolate and then some parchment paper. Just cut a piece of parchment paper, and then your store-bought muffins, and then a piping bag. Literally that's all you need, yeah. And then for this white chocolate today, I'm using just regular white chocolate, yes, and I'm going to color it red later on with some chocolate coloring. And if you don't have, the reason is because chocolate coloring is different from regular food coloring, because if you use regular food coloring, it is water based, and then when you put in your chocolate, it will make it curdle, and you don't want it to make it seize, and you don't want that. So you should buy chocolate coloring. But if you don't want to go through that stress, all you have to do is basically just buy some white chocolate and some dark chocolate. That way you have a contrast to work with. So your cupcakes are basically going to be like white and brown, yeah, and then you can do the love shape and everything with the brown or with the white, whatever you choose. Okay, so what I'm doing is I already took the chocolates and kept in the microwave and melted it and put some in a piping bag. So in the piping bag, I'm piping on my parchment paper some heart shaped chocolates, literally. And I'm trying to make it perfect as best as possible. And then so when you're done with that, just put it in the freezer for it to firm up a little. So now we're going to take our cupcakes, our muffins, and then we're going to dip them in the chocolate. And make sure you drain the chocolate a little bit so it doesn't drip everywhere. So when you dip your muffin, make sure like every part of the top of the muffin touches the chocolate so it can be well coated and stuff. And you don't have to dip it more than once. Once is just enough. You don't have to dip it more than once. And then we're going to be using some red sprinkles and some white sprinkles. I love sprinkles. So we're going to dip that muffin in the sprinkles before the chocolate dries. If you don't do it almost immediately, the chocolate will dry and then the muffin wouldn't pick up any sprinkles. So when you do that, just make sure you like drip off the chocolate as much as you can and then dip it in the sprinkles, and then it is going to like pick up all of the sprinkles and be so pretty. Okay, so once we are done with that red, we're going to be doing just 2 reds, and then we're going to be dipping more muffins in white chocolate, and then we're going to like put some sprinkles on them and stuff. Because for this particular muffins or cupcakes, I want them to have like different like varieties and stuff. So this is literally going to cost you, it will cost you less than $10 to do this. Really, $10 is even a lot. All you have to do is just buy some chocolate and some store-bought muffins. $10 is a lot. And these are mini muffins. You can decide to buy the bigger ones. And if you notice, I just colored my chocolates red, and what I did was to add some color to it and just there. And remember, like I told you, if you don't have chocolate color and if you don't have access to chocolate color, just make sure you use white and brown instead of using regular food coloring, because it will make it seize. Okay, so, or you can use powdered food coloring, that works as well. Powdered food coloring works. Okay, so then we're going to be dipping the rest of it in red, yeah. So once we are done dipping the cupcakes, we are going to decorate with sprinkles and with the heart shape we already made. And like I said initially, I already made a video, like a tutorial just like this, that you can convert store-bought muffins to a set of Valentine cupcakes. And if you want to see the link, it is right up here. I'm going to put it right up here for you to see. It says click on me, yeah, click on that. Okay, so what we are doing next is to put some sprinkles on our cupcakes. And they are looking very pretty. So imagine like gold accents to it with some gold sprinkles. So what I want to do next is to paint the chocolate we already made. You know, we kept this in the freezer so it can freeze up and like be really firm. So we're going to paint that in gold. If you don't want to do this, or if you don't have access to maybe edible gold dust, just make sure you make it in like a different color from what your cupcake has been covered with. That way it will really pop and be really cute. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take those after we've painted them, and then we're going to put it on top of our cupcakes. And they're so pretty. So the difference between, like, somebody asked me in the last video, like, what's the difference between a cupcake and a muffin? Basically, a muffin has no frosting and a cupcake has frosting, whether it's chocolate frosting or buttercream or whatever kind of frosting you like. So now we've made really pretty cupcakes. Thank you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, or if you really like me, you could share it too. That's good. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.